Good morning. Good morning. This is try two. Sorry about that. I'm having difficulty with the microphone settings for some reason this week. Right. Okay. So what we have for you today is it is cold out there. We have had snow. It is -4 this morning, although it may be starting to warm up. At least we have not had all of the nasty snow that they've had in North Yorkshire, but we are, it's still chilly. There's still wind. It's due to warm up slightly over the weekend, but just take care if you're out there. Okay, so second time around for these bits of news. Apologies. The first thing that we have for you is about the UN GHS committee. Now, I'd like to thank Catherine Terrell of BCF very, very much for pointing out that the GHS committee, which was our subcommittee, which was due to meet in December, is now being pushed back to July. So that's a 7-month delay. And as you would expect, the HSE, who have their own GHS feedback committee, which meets before the UN, that has been postponed as well. So I'm just going to put the link below this video. And what we don't know how this delay is going to affect what goes into GHS in the next round, whether it's just going to be an even more packed schedule because there's another 6 months, 7 months in between times, or whether it means that certain things will be delayed to the next round of GHS. It's a watch this space moment. We can't do anything about it. So that's the first thing. Now, the second thing that we have from the EU is that the stop the clock proposals, which are currently going through, have been signed off by the European Council. Now, there's more than one, and I honestly could not tell you which one it is, but it's good news. They were signed off on Monday, and that means that it can now go forward to official publication. Now, the state of play with this is that the idea behind Stop the Clock is that it delays the implementation of the disastrous label formatting rules until the 1st of January 2028. And that's the link there. But the idea behind it is that that then allows the EU time to be able to remove them from CLP regulation itself, because the process is so convoluted that they can't just go, yes, stroke of the pen, that's out of CLP. They've got to go through their own very complicated internal proposals. And of course, if we know anything about the EU, we know that things change when they're making updates. So in theory, these label formatting changes are due to be pulled out at some stage before we get to the 1st of January 2028. In practice, we don't know yet. So we need to keep an eye on it. But the good news is that the new label formats do not need to be implemented at the moment. Right, so that's the second thing done. Third thing is we're coming up to the budget, aren't we? And for our reasons to be cheerful, I thought we would have, if I can spell this correctly, we would have Mitchell and Webb again. And it's budget. It's a bit of a pathetic budget. Not as fearsome as the one that we're expecting from Rachel Reeves. So that's a funny video there. So the last thing that I have for you is a sort of personal reason to be cheerful. I was invited to the Society of Dyers and Colourists Day of Celebration last Friday because I was given the award of honorary membership, which I am extremely honoured to receive, not just for myself as the last founder standing out of the three of us who set it up, but also the organizer and the person who does the membership and pays the caterers and produces the meeting notes and everything. But it's also for everybody who has ever been a member of the self-help group, because if it wasn't for such lovely people, then we wouldn't have carried on as long as we have. We're now 19 years into running the group. So I want to say a huge thank you to the SDC themselves for running such a wonderful day, for making me feel very welcome, and for giving me the award of honorary membership. And I'd also like to thank everybody who is a member of the Chemical Regulation Self-Help Group, past or present, because this is for you too as well. So I've got a link here to Graham Clayton, who's the CEO. He's put a lovely link on LinkedIn showing the video of the day. And I'm just going to pop it in just now. So I think that should work. There we go. That's it. So that's it for me today. For the second time, I need to make a note, post-it note on my laptop to say, watch out, make sure that you are recording properly. But that's it for me for today. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Good day today. And I hope to be able to chat to you again next week if I can get all of the IT to work properly. Apologies again. Thanks very much. And hope to see you later. Bye.